Hey y'all, I know it's been quite some time since I've come on here and shared with everyone. I have personally experienced a profound transformation within myself. And I just want to share this message. It's normal to question everything you've previously believed, even on the path of evolution. Eventually, along many stops throughout your journey, you will no longer resonate with concepts, beliefs, and ways of being you previously believed to be in resonance with you. And it's not that those things were not true or in resonance. They served you for a period of time to get you to the space you find yourself in. But now, you are expanding into even greater capacity of your true essence. So it's normal to no longer resonate with things you once felt so aligned with. Don't be hard on yourself during these times of transition. Oftentimes this is experienced through feeling a bit lost. Feeling like you are in the dark in a way. You have no choice but to embrace and trust the unknown and find comfort in the fact that you do not know. And rely on your faith that this too shall pass, and that clarity and understanding will come forth in divine timing. Okay? So, that being said, I find myself on the other side with completely new understandings, brand new perspectives, and for the first time, truly and honestly, I can say that I feel so unified with all. Understand the oneness and interconnectedness of every soul. With nature, other people, the elements, our experiences, all things are so beautifully interconnected, okay? So, anyways, today I am delivering messages through my own creations. I've really been called to work with my own personal creations lately. So we are using vibe-with-mae Oracle, number 1 and number 2. Both of these oracles are available for purchase. If you go to my vibe-with-mae personal account on Instagram, you will find the link to all of my card deck creations if you want to give them. If you want to get an overall vibe and check them out, see if you may be interested, okay? All right. So naturally, I'm finding myself in this space. And when I'm going through these transitions, oftentimes I will know I'm not meant to help people until I feel the integration of the transformation. And now that I am in this space, I am able to help guide others to this completion, to this integration, now that I am understanding. Okay, we are all in this together. Never underestimate the power of you sharing your experience and what it is you've been going through. Okay, because so many individuals can benefit through your authentic truth and message. And you will inspire so many by simply being raw and vulnerable about true shit you are experiencing, okay? The good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, you name it. Everything and anything under the sun. Anyways, so where to begin? First, I want to say this is interesting. These cards are usually never in reversal, but this came out, wake up call in reverse. So you've been receiving a wake up call. I'm saying, or I'm getting and saying, this has been for at least 6 months. You've been either getting references to wake up, or it's like you're consciously aware of a concept, yet unaware how to fully understand it in a way where it's integrated in such a way where it's a natural part of who you are. Okay? And this wake-up call has to do with the understanding to take your focus off of your external circumstances. Don't get caught up in what's going on externally, relying on your external for answers, or allowing your external to convince you whatever circumstance or situation is set in stone, but rather remembering it's time to close your eyes in order for you to truly see. What do I mean by that? Your outer world is merely mirroring back a reflection of you, something for you to recognize about yourself. Okay? Because as within, so without. All is connected. Okay? So, in this manner, you can begin reflecting in order to connect these dots. See, here's you as the center source of all these external circumstances. As within, so without. Connect these dots. Start beginning to recognize the patterns unfolding in your life. Okay? Because the one constant is who? You. This is where you start stepping into the understanding by practicing detaching, acting as an observer in order to see how something is showing you something or someone is showing you something about yourself. So, okay, there's this song that's out. I don't know the name of it, okay? And don't quote me, but it says something like, why focus on the two when I'm the one? And as I say that message, I know there's at least 3 different waves of collectives that will take that message in different ways based upon your level of consciousness. Maybe 2. I'm getting 2. So one of those waves are in a state of consciousness that's like, yeah, why focus on those 2 when there's no competition? I'm the it girl or boy, or act as if it's a competition. Comparison energy, duality. Then there is a more elevated state of consciousness, a deeper understanding. Why focus on the 2? Pour all my energy and attention to the 2 outside of me when I'm the one that they are reflecting back to me. Okay? So in this manner, stay in your own lane, because all that you are is all you will ever need. No, I don't mean disconnect from everyone, become a hermit that is isolated and never talks to people or has a community. I mean, be the change you wish to see in the world. Stop looking towards others and feeling like they have to change in order for things to get better. Because they're simply reflecting to you what's going on within you. Your expectations, your beliefs, how you're treating yourself. They're showing you something about you. They are your hidden helpers in disguise. They are blessings in disguise, no matter how aggravating or how beautiful. They're reflecting you back to you, helping you to see you. Okay? So, many of you are probably receiving the message that it's time for you to finally shine, to stop hiding. Not just from the world, but from yourself, hiding in the shadows through these reflections between you and other people. It's time to truly glow. Shatter the illusions, okay? This requires you to break the rules, step outside of the norm. Break through those barriers, which are the very confinement of your comfort zone. Because the truth of the matter is, old ways will not open new doors. You cannot keep doing the same things, thinking the same ways, believing the same concepts, and reap different results. That is literally the definition of insanity. It's time to break this pattern, because whether you want to accept it or not, the proof is in the mirror. Your biggest irritation, whether that's a person, circumstance, whatever it may be, is your portal to exit this lesson, to learn it once and for all, and to enter a new experience, because you have alchemized what this mirror is reflecting for you to see about you. So instead of placing blame on another person, their behavior, a situation, and running from it, cutting it off, cutting them off, which will only by default, since you haven't addressed the core source of or root of what is being experienced, you will only attract in another individual that shows you the same thing in the mirror. Another situation that you experience something similar where you can't get past a certain point because you have not integrated the lesson. You have not allowed yourself to accept the truth. You have not allowed yourself to finally face the mirror and see yourself. So that being said, not all gifts come in a box. Some gifts show up as someone that triggers you, someone that makes you second guess yourself, feel insecure, opposition, adversity. Failure. not being able to maintain something once it's finally gifted to you, etc. Those are gifts showing you something about yourself. What is it that's going on at the core within you to repetitively attract and recycle these same experiences and connections with others over and over again? All these interactions with other souls were destined. You were destined to collide with these individuals. They agreed to help you see yourself. Even if it looks like they are working against you, they are actually showing up to help you. You called them in, and they answered the call because deep down on a soul level, they love you, and they want you to evolve and elevate. So they are simply playing a role that you have asked them to play that will most benefit you and allow you to see you. So know that in your external, in your interactions, seeing with your physical eyes is oftentimes deceiving. There is more going on beneath the surface. You must go beneath the surface, look beyond the flesh. It's less about the outer, way more about the inner. Okay, when you understand that, you can finally answer the call to be part of the solution. Because we are all connected, we are all one. Everyone is mirroring something for you to recognize about yourself. And when you're able to see this and understand what it is, what the reflection is they're showing you about yourself, you enter this profound surrender where you're able to gain so much compassion and gratitude for that individual, for that experience. And also see them through the eyes of love. See yourself through the eyes of love because you honestly understand the oneness and the beauty of the grander scheme that is unfolding in your lifetime. Okay. So for many of you right now, the lesson you are being asked to finally understand so you can move forward. You're being asked to finally set yourself free, to break free from the barriers you've created for yourself and begin to anchor light. Not anchor fear, division, separation, blame, shame, hate. Anchor love and light. Truth, unity, forgiveness. So we are all fractals of the same source, the ultimate creator, that is split off, separated from its source, in order to evolve and expand and elevate. And this is beautiful and very detailed and intricate, because separation, the experience of separation of the ultimate creator into many fractals is needed to act as these mirrors reflecting the self back for the creator to be able to see oneself, because without separation experienced, one is not able to see themselves. They need the mirror to reflect that. Okay? So, teamwork makes the dream work. It might look like someone's your enemy, but really, they're actually one of your cheerleaders. They're one of your greatest teachers and helpers, helping you to break free and rise higher than you've ever gone before. Alright. You know what you need to do. You've been asked to finally do things differently, to take a risk. Take that risk. What's the worst that could happen? It doesn't work out for you. You need to try something different. That's how you break a pattern. You respond differently. And how you're needing to respond, it's like this very limited way of perceiving the world around you and what's possible for you. Very stuck in your ways of thinking. You're being asked to truly bet on yourself and fully believe that luck is truly on your side in all forms, shapes, and ways. To develop this mindset, okay? That your soul has been loudly screaming, or maybe quietly whispering to you. The ego, your limited beliefs, could be screaming louder, so it seems that your soul is quiet. But when you're able to silence the mind, get to that place of silence within the mind, then you can finally hear the soul speaking. That's when you can finally receive clear answers. So in this manner, in silence, you truly win, because it's within silence that you are able to achieve major breakthroughs, to finally gain that profound clarity, to integrate that understanding and know what it is you've been doing and how to act accordingly. This is not win in silence, like keep all your moves to yourself because this person, that person is all trying to stop you. No. The only thing standing in your way is you. You are your only obstacle. You can call someone forth to play the role of the villain in order for you to be pushed to step into that courage and prove not to them but to yourself, because you're only seeking your validation at all times. That you are able to succeed, that you truly are unstoppable and capable of whatever it may be. So within silencing the mind is how you truly win. Less is more when it comes to your thoughts. When you're able to silence the mind, you're able to receive pieces to the puzzle you were previously missing. Clear answers come directly from your soul, from your higher self. And this is where you integrate the truth that there is power within prayer. The power of your thoughts and words cannot be fully put into words. They literally create worlds. They open up portals. Your intentions, your perceptions, your thinking patterns, What you speak, what you focus on is everything. Because that is ultimately what you are. That's what your base resonant frequency is going. That's how you measure your base frequency resonance frequency, okay, through all those things. And so in that manner, whatever it is that you give is what you're going to get. And since we are all so interconnected and we are all one, your attitude is contagious. Whatever you send out, you're going to get. Whatever you think about a person, they're going to show up and give to you, because you sent out the call and they're simply answering. Also, in this manner, when you're not speaking up and speaking your truth and you're feeling doubtful and insecure about a certain individual, know that they are also having those thoughts, doubts, and insecurities. And that can easily be cleared up through dissolving the illusions of that self-doubt and those insecurities. And receiving that clarity, that truth in the silence. Seeing that individual differently. Knowing them differently through choosing the version of them you choose to call forth into your experience by embodying that energy. And they will answer that call. So the wake-up call is to shift your mentality in order to shift your reality. Keep expecting the same things, thinking the same thoughts, focusing on the same outcomes, putting your attention in directions that don't serve you. For example, scrolling on Instagram and TikTok and watching these tarot readings that are drama-based, pulling you back into that cycling loop that is hard to get out of. It's just like you're stuck in this never-ending time loop until you recognize, oh, I'm fueling this. Oh, I'm feeding into this. I don't have to take this on as my story, but I'm choosing to do so because in some shape or form, this is serving me, because it's allowing me to feel safe in this comfort zone of knowing what to expect. By predicting that, by choosing that. But it's all you doing that. When people say, oh, you're so predictable, what they really mean is, my beliefs about you are so predictable of what I will see about you. This is my way of holding on to a false sense of control in order to remain in my comfort zone, because at least I know what to expect by continuously doing the same thing over and over again. So I get that same reflection that matches what I'm expecting or judging or believing about you. Because if I were to believe in you fully, see you through the eyes of love, and expect the best from you, that's uncomfortable, because that's outside my comfort zone. I feel foreign because I've never stepped into those lands. Therefore, I feel like I have no control whatsoever, and the unknown is frightening. So I'm going to stick to this same story. I'm going to continue to dim my light and play small. You understand how that sounds? That's how you stand in your own way. time to break free of that comfort zone. You can alter and change circumstances immediately once you recognize the pattern and choose to shift that mentality, to shift the frequency. You can make immediate changes and alterations in your external reality within your relations if you are willing to put in the effort, if you are willing to recognize these patterns and see there's no coincidence. They all lead back to you and what you are doing. Because you're going to find whatever it is you are seeking. So whatever it is you do find, know that you did seek that out. Allow yourself to be informed that that is what you were dominantly paying attention to or looking to find, rather than allowing what you find to influence you in a negative way where you down spiral. Understanding that the only true limit and barrier is your own mind, because it's your very thoughts that become things. And what you think about people and how you feel about them, you are energetically connected with them. They are receiving these transmissions. You are in communication at all times. You are entangled. And if you want to change that dynamic, you must send different signals out. You must embody a different energy. You must be that change in that person you want to experience in return. And that's the transformation you've been going through and the shift you've been asked to finally integrate so you can experience so much more than you have up until this point. Because if not, you're only ever going to experience what you have experienced so far. I'm sending you all strength, love, and compassion. I hope you've had a happy holiday season.